Hey everyone, Sarah here from Sarah In Wonderland, and today I'm going to show you how to get the look on Taylor Swift's zombie makeup from her newest music video, Look What You Made Me Do. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching.
I don't like your little games, don't like your tilted stage, the role you made me play.
So to start off, I'm going to take an Elmer's Washable non-toxic glue stick and we are going to conceal our brows. So I'm just going to brush the hairs in the direction that they grow, apply the glue in the same direction, and brush them out with an eyebrow spoolie brush in the direction they grow as well so that they lay flattest across our face. I'm then going to take a little bit of water on my finger and just blend out the edges to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Again, taking some more glue, I'm going to cut some off, and then I'm going to place it on the lid of a plastic container, and I'm just going to kind of smush it until it's in a pliable consistency. And then we are going to use this to build up the features on the face. So in the video, she has prosthetics on her face, her arms, her hands, her feet, everything. So we're going to try and get the same effect by using some glue, make it a little bit easier and more affordable. So we're just gonna build up the shape of that nose. It's almost like a skull nose, so one point being higher than the other. And then all I'm going to do is again take some water and we're going to blend the edges of the glue into our skin so that it looks like the glue is a part of our skin rather than just sitting on top of it. So then we are going to build up the bridge of the nose. It almost looks like her nose is broken in this video. So I build up the bridge of the nose quite far out, just adding more glue on top of it. And then again, using some water to blend out the edges. Next, taking some orange corrector, I'm going to place this over my eyebrows, just pressing it into the glue. And this will help conceal the dark hairs of my brows because orange is opposite blue on the color wheel, so orange cancels out blue and purple tones. We are then going to put some translucent powder on it so it doesn't move. And then taking more glue, we are going to build up the brow bone. Any zombie has very sunken in eyes, so I'm just building up the brow bone to create that sunken in effect. And then again, taking some water and blending the edges out. Next, I'm going to take a very pale foundation and mix in a little bit of green cream paint just to give it that dead look. And I'm going to apply this as my foundation all over my face. And then we are going to also apply it over top of the glue once it's dry. You also want to be sure to blend this into your hairline, your ears, and down your neck so that the look looks cohesive throughout. Next, taking a very full coverage concealer that's also very pale, I'm going to add some to the glue just to lighten it up and help match the skin tone better. And again, we're going to take some translucent powder and we're going to set the entire face everywhere so that our shadow blends out nice and easily. Next, taking a cool tone gray shade, we are then going to start adding these shadows to our face. So we're going to do this to the nose, right underneath the glue, in between the brows, to the eye sockets to hollow them out, we then want to do the cheekbones, so we're making very, very sunken in cheekbones. So I'm placing the contour quite high up and then I'm taking it quite far down beside my mouth to really create that sunken in effect. So I keep the majority of the product where I want it and then I gently blend it out. We're going to use this shadow to also create the eye bags and the sunken in eye sockets. So this is more of a teardrop shape. And then bringing the shadow down on the nose a little bit. You want to contour the Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to create some holes using the shadow. So I create the shape that I would like. They're all irregular, nothing about them is perfect. And then I keep the shadow the darkest around the edges. I create a bunch of these on open spots on my face, just following the same rule where the shadow is the darkest on the outermost part of the holes. And these really don't have to be perfect. It makes the look a little bit more realistic if they aren't. So next we're going to contour out the temples. So this is like a 3 shape and an E shape. And again, keeping the shadow the darkest on the outermost part, and then I'm just going to very gently blend it inwards. Next, taking a darker cool tone brown shade, I'm going to apply this to the deepest parts of the holes and the contours. So right up against that glue for the nose, and again, right up in the eye socket. I'm going to blend it on my eyelid as well and underneath my eye. As for the holes, we want to keep the shadow the darkest on one side, so it looks like the light source is coming from one direction. So you want to keep the darkest part of the shadow all on the same side, so you can see I kept this on the left-hand side technically, and then just very gently blend it inwards. We're going to do the same thing for the temples. We're just deepening up all the contours that we just made. And then if you find that the line gets a little bit too harsh, just go back in with your brush that you used the lighter shade on and blend it out. So deepening up that contour as well on the cheekbones. Taylor Swift in the video has very dark contoured features, whereas if you watch the behind the scenes footage, you can see that it's a lot lighter. So I kind of did an in-between for us. And then darkening up the eye bags. I also added some veining in the more empty areas using random squiggly shapes just to fill up the blank space and complete the look. And then just using my finger to dab that out. Next, taking the black shade, I'm going to apply this to my lid as well as directly underneath my lower lash line. And then taking a black pencil liner, I'm going to line the bottom lash line as well as the top. And the beautiful thing about this eye look is you do not need false lashes. So next, taking a purple shade as well as a cool tone pink shade, I'm going to apply this to my lips. And then using a little bit of that black shadow, I'm going to apply it to the center of the lips just to create that dead, dirty looking lip. So to complete the look, I applied a whiteout pair of contacts, a blonde wig, and a baby blue dress. And that completes the Taylor Swift zombie-inspired Halloween tutorial. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. Bye everyone!